Hey guys, SmoothJK here, back with another video. Finally was able to get back into the game. So my last video I actually mentioned that, hey, I'm able to get into the game now. It seems to be fixed. But it turned out that afterward I wasn't able to get in. I cleared the cache memory a couple times that worked, but for the most part I just couldn't get in at all. So I was pretty bummed out about that. But so today I actually went on Reddit and I posted a question, like OnePlus users, how do you get into this game? And I probably posted that prematurely because like right after I did that I started searching around, and I buried deep in the comments like a month ago somebody mentioned that hey, I just tapped the screen repeatedly and it seems to work. So I actually went to the loading screen. I was just tapping the screen like constantly and it loaded up. Everything went through. So I don't know if that's like a one-time thing. I'm afraid to get out of the game right now because then I won't be able to do this video. But yeah, it worked. So every time I load the game now, I guess I just have to tap the screen until they like do a proper fix for this. But yeah, it's been really annoying, kind of a bummer because I feel like I'm constantly trying to catch up, but then I get these things thrown in my way. So hopefully from now on, you know, I really won't have any issues. But anyway, the reason I'm making this video is because we obviously have some huge news. So the official channel, of course, released like, you know, some of the upcoming content that's coming, like the collaboration events. The Disgaea collaboration event is a huge deal because, as you probably all know, there is a very, very meta unit that's coming our way. So I really haven't heard too much, honestly, about these units, Kylia, Seraphina, and Red Magnus, which is from Disgaea 5, I believe. So, you know, let me know in the comments if any of these are like must-haves. I'm going to do some separate research, of course, but this is the first time I've actually heard of these. So these are going to be the first batch of units coming our way. So let's take a quick look here. So the art style is very similar to the Disgaea 1 units that are coming also. So Wanderer is the main job. Again, I like this trend of putting like the unique main jobs as the first job because it doesn't lock away their usefulness until job 3. Especially for collaboration units and limited units, that's very, very helpful. So Wanderer, I don't know how good that job is. The other ones don't look that great. I don't know, synergy wise maybe. Maybe there's, you know, a nice way to charge up something. Couple it with a Wanderer skill, so I don't know. Big Bang. Dark physical damage on units within a target area. So square around the target. Okay, interesting. So yeah, they do recommend basic ability, basic combat. So probably like, you know, charge up, kind of your standard combo there. Close combatant reaction ability is a mitigation type of thing. War Demon raises physical attack. Bolster Spirit slightly raises combo area of all ally. Okay. I'm not really a huge fan of those, although I'm sure it's probably more useful than it is like apparent, but yeah, I mean, that seems like a pretty indirect effect for me, so I don't know, we'll have to take a look at what the actual passives are, but yeah, I mean, it seems like he's like the main protagonist, I think, for that game. Seraphina is a light unit, so the first one was a dark unit, which is good. Seraphina is a light unit. Gorgeous Overlord. Crafter Magia Gunslinger. Okay, so that's interesting. I don't know if we've had too many Magia Gunslingers. I know we've had one maybe at least, but so yeah, this is another one. Gorgeous Overlord raises missile attack by 30%, dexterity by 20. Okay, so this is very much a range type of unit, as you can see by the gun icon as well. Pretty obvious. So the recommended skill, Battle Orchestra, light physical damage on units within target area, raises agility for 1 turn. So this is a 5 range, 5 line. Wow, that's pretty huge. I mean, yeah, they're not always lined up like that, but that has some potential there to do some serious damage. So the main stuff is going to be in the first job, Gorgeous and Basic Gorgeous. Reaction ability, Composite Armor. Okay, so you know, just a little bit of mitigation, I guess. Crafter job 2. I'm curious to see what the reaction ability is for Gorgeous Overlord and why it's so bad that this would be the best choice. I mean, granted, composite armor is not bad at all, but it's a little surprising to me that that's the recommended. Dynamic Visual raises dexterity, which also if you didn't know already, raises your damage output as a ranged unit. And then Queen's Temper, all attacks become strong versus male characters. Okay, so there's a niche that she fills there. If you're up against a bunch of male characters, she probably does a good amount of damage there. Red Magnus, Scorching Flame Overlord, looks pretty cool. Dragon Knight Warrior. I'm seeing a trend here where like the second job is kind of like a basic tier 1 type of job, but then there's like a better job at job 3 for, you know, better passives and all that, but of course the job 1 is the main thing. So that seems to be the trend. There's a fire unit, missile res by 30%, that's interesting, we don't have too much of that. Super Damage Lord, inflicts fire physical damage, strong versus metal, okay, another niche kind of use. Yeah, interesting range and scope there. Demonic Muscles, that's a funny name. Super Crush, reaction ability for use with all job types. What does that mean? That doesn't really tell us much. So I don't know if that's like kind of like a misprint of some sort, but yeah, that doesn't really tell me that much. Iron Body raises HP and physical defense, so that's always a good choice. Warrior is, you know, the job you would need for that, but yeah, that's always a really nice tanky choice. Abandoned Knowledge greatly raises physical attack, lowers magic defense to 0. Okay, so magic attack probably won't matter because he seems to be a physical based attacker, but that magic defense, of course, you have to be a little bit careful there. I'm sure the physical attack modifier or whatever is pretty big to take that kind of a handicap or whatever, so yeah, not something you want to bring against mages, but could be a powerhouse otherwise. So those are the units that we're getting. I don't know if it's really, I don't know if I can discern whether they're really worth pulling for or really that good because I don't have that many details on the main jobs, but as I, again, research more, I'll kind of relay that to you, I guess, but I'm sure other people will probably already talk about it. So what I'm most, oh, and there's a free unit here, Usalia. So really cute here. I believe this is also a Disgaea 5 character, and then for Disgaea 1 we're going to be getting some more like animal looking thing. So this is a free one. Some pretty nice login rewards as usual. So base 3-star, Total Bunny Overlord. At least this one has Chronomancer as a job 3, so there are some uses that you can, you know, plug this, I'm assuming a boy or girl, I don't know. You can plug this in. At least as a support. But Total Bunny Overlord, again, I don't know how good that is. Leader skill is pretty interesting, 25% physical defense. Recommended skill inflicts, okay, so it inflicts thunder physical damage within target area, so there is some attack skills going on there. Basic Chronomancy, chance of completely evading, that's pretty cool. Raises physical attack, magic attack of self and adjacent allies. So effect increases according to the number of adjacent allies. So, you know, if you play a lot of manual mode and you keep this close, that could be very useful. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I kind of interrupted there. But, yeah, I mean, probably not too strong as free units tend to be just kind of like average or kind of plug a hole as you need. But, you know, nice to have, I guess. So that's pretty much that for the units, at least for the coming week. So there's going to be some coin login stuff, shards, apples, kind of the usual affair. So, yeah, I don't know if it's premature to talk about this, but I think the next week is going to be the one that I'm really going to pull and save for because, as you all know, Loharl, he's a main protagonist of Disgaea 1. He's a fire unit. I've heard that he's like the strongest of the collaboration units, like even stronger than, you know, Noctis and Gilgamesh and everything. So he's going to be top tier for the indefinite future. So that's the one that I'm really going to be kind of shooting for. I don't have any emotional attachment to any of the other characters or anything like that, so I'm really just going for meta here. But, you know, if you have any cool information on the units that are presented here, or even future units that are coming, please share them my way. Again, I'll do my research on my own, but yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I guess I'll just show you guys a little bit of gameplay where, again, I am catching up. I was only able to get into the game like now, or today, doing that tapping method, so I just kind of like quickly blew through chapter 6 here. I don't know if I'm even going to bother with, there's a mission that I haven't done on this one, kill 4 with 1 blow. Okay, that's a lot of gold, so I'll probably do that manually, but I've just been autoing through it all. On this EX level, I didn't do it in one run. I mean, I don't really care about that because I'm going to run it repeatedly anyway. So I just brought like a whole bunch of guys, you know, autoed it. I think I got clear without mercenary the first time. Then I went down to 4 units and, you know, I cleared it, but of course I had a death or 2. And then the last time I ran it, I just ran all the units, mercenary, everything. And that was good enough for no deaths. So let me just show you real quick how it goes. And to be honest, I haven't even watched the fight myself. So since it is a no death kind of requirement, I didn't even bother filling in the last 2 slots. But I brought a friend Noctis because I think there's a dancer in there who reduces your physical damage, I believe. So, you know, having that magic option is going to be very useful. Of course, you can bring a ton of other... There's a lot of other options as well, but this is just what I brought. So we'll just run it auto, and then, yeah, I'll end the video after that. Man, Gilgamesh just like, his AoE is so crazy there. Sometimes when I pair him with like, you know, Noctis or even Aranea, I do find that he tends to like clear a bunch of enemies that the others are charging to hit. So that can be a little bit annoying. I'm sure this is not like an optimal setup at all, but yeah, like that's a good example right there. But I mean, he's just so useful. It's kind of hard to not bring him as well. And then Noctis, of course, he has a good AoE, but he also has a ton of hearts or jewels to start with. He also has like healing capability. He can point warp and all that stuff. So yeah, I don't know exactly who I would take out. Okay, so this is a case where physical damage is not going to really help that much, at least for now. Those dancers are pretty annoying. Oh wow, she was able to bust through. Wow, okay. So I guess the elemental advantage. Yeah, so the only one that really couldn't do that much damage was Siegfried, for whatever reason. Yeah, I don't know if there's like a special strat for this level, but again, I was trying to just auto everything while I was working. So, and if I failed or if I died, then of course at that point I would take a look and tweak things. But since it seemed to work, I didn't really pay too much attention until now. Probably helps that I'm using like a bunch of meta units though. So as always, not a tutorial, not a guide. Man, Siegfried is not doing that well on this map so far. He's getting a lot of like 1 damage type of attacks. Yeah, oh, there's definitely some kind of debuff going right now, that's why. So yeah, I need to figure out what equipment or gear or whatever I need to farm from these levels so that I can get that out of the way. The Disgaea collaboration will be, like all collaborations, will be with us for a month, so there's not going to be a terrible rush at first, so I probably will be able to figure or complete this first, get it out of the way. I do love the HP rebalancing. Like before, it's like you always have to just worry about taking that 1 hit and dying, so the no death requirements were just kind of ludicrous sometimes, but now everybody can take a hit, which is a lot more balanced and fair. But it also means that I don't really know who's top tier, because some people might have gotten more stats than others and so forth, so still catching up on that a little bit. I mean, it hasn't changed drastically. I took a look at the tier list as I mentioned, and it's not like a C tier went to an S tier or vice versa. Let's get this done here. Oh shoot. Alright, so I've already gotten the no death requirement, but this would probably be where I would normally try to intervene, make him fall back, use a potion on him, or whatever. Okay. Yeah, so he died there. Alright, there we go. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, I look forward to your comments and just trying to like figure out this game, catch up on everything, and yeah, I mean, hopefully this tapping method on the OnePlus phone at the loading screen helps, and hopefully it's like foolproof and I can always get into the game. But just wanted to kind of let you guys know about that as well, because I've been not able to get in as much as I had planned to. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.